preparations for tomorrow's State of the Nation address are in full swing. Our senior reporter Aviwe Mdila is catching up with civil society organizations to talk about their expectations. He's currently with Black Sash Director Rachel Bukasa. Good afternoon to you, colleague. And what does Black Sash have to say in terms of their expectations with regards to the SONA?
Good afternoon, colleague. And of course, you remember Black Sash is the woman-led organization that since 1955 has been advocating for human rights. It'll be interesting to find out exactly what they have to say just ahead of the State of the Nation address. Remember, a lot was promised in last year's State of the Nation address. It looked at load shedding with those big promises, of course, of a national state of disaster and bringing in the Minister of Electricity. There were promises of growing the economy, promises of building safer communities, as well as just ridding government itself of corruption. Now let's find out from Black Sash what they'd like to hear, but even more importantly, how those promises that were made by President Cyril Ramaphosa around this time last year have amounted to. Rachel, thank you for joining us at eNCA, the director, of course, of Black Sash. Let's first start with maybe a reflection. Do you remember some of what was promised by the president and what actually has come to fruition?
Yes. So last year, of course, I think one of the big things was firstly the promise around the Minister of Electricity and how that would make a change. But in terms of what has come to fruition, we remember that the president last year had promised to extend the SRD grant, the 350 grant, and he did that. And we also recall that he had put in place the youth employment scheme to make sure that young people could get a start in terms of a leg up in the economy. So we saw that that came to fruition, and the president essentially really pushed for that, and we really encourage and applaud those moves. But unfortunately, what we do see is that for every promise that was made that came to fruition, we have twice as much that didn't come to fruition, and that is the issue.
Let's dive right